Hello, welcome back to C programming. In this program we are going to see how to find a substring from a string. We have already done this program, but I want to simplify this program with the help of some examples how the program is going to work, because this program seems a little tough for some of our students. So let us go for more clarification with the help of some examples. This is a program for finding the string. This is a searching program. Searching program in the sense there will be different kind of searching algorithms. So here we are using a simple logic to search a string, whether it is inside a substring or not. If it is existing in the main string, then we will count the number of occurrences in the string. See this example. Suppose we have some strings here. The main string is come on, and we are going to find the occurrence of come inside the main string. Okay, this is the main string, this is the main string and the substring. And this is the substring. In that case, we are going to find the come, the word come, C-O-M-E, whether it is existing in the main string or not. If it is so, we are going to count how many times it is there in this main string. Come, place, come. Okay, I just modified it to make the string, the main string little bigger. Okay, let us see the program. Okay, this is the program. In this program we have some variables, and all the variables are initialized to 0. And we are using getters method to read a string from the keyboard console, and it will be stored into the main string variable. Main string is stored in A array, character array A. We have already assigned a size of 80 into that, and again we are going to read another string. That string will be stored into the second string variable, that will be B. Okay, let us see the example. In the case of main string, if we are giving come, please come on. If you are giving this one, this value of strings, the string value will be stored in the first variable A, and we are going to find the number of occurrences, or whether it is occurring or not. This substring come, we are going to search whether this come is present in the main string or not. So this will be stored in the array A. Array A will be having this value, array A equal to, and we can give this one array B equal to come. So these two are the strings. Okay, for our convenience we can put it in quotation. Similarly for the substring also. Okay, these are the two sample inputs which we are going to give in this program. Okay, here we have a function. In this function, string len, strlen, this is a function which is used to find the length of a string. Here we are going to find the length of the second string, the substring B, and the value will be stored in a variable L. And here we are starting the loop, while loop. In the while loop, the while loop will be executing until the end, or till the end of the string, or /n, null character of the string. So we are using EOF. EOF is stands for the end of the string. Okay, here inside the while loop we are having a if condition, and in the if condition it is checking a of I equal to b of j. Here we have two variables I and j, and the initial value of I and j both are 0. Now we are going to compare in our sample. I will be 0 the initial value, and j will be 0 as the initial value, and a of I will be, that is a of 0 will be c, the character c, and a of j also will be c, character c. So if I and j are having the value of 0 0, in that time both the values will be equal. So we are checking whether the 0th occurrence of I and 0th occurrence of j are same character or not. So if it is equal, if both the characters are equal, then we are going to increment I by 1 and j by 1. So now the value of I is going to be incremented by 1, and the value will be 1 here. Same in the case of j also. And we have another variable used here. That variable's name is k1, and that will be assigned a value of 1. Let us see what for the k is used. Here it is given as a comment that it is flag. It is setting a flag. If we are getting an equality between these two values, then we will flag yes, the first instance of the substring is having some matching in the main string. So in that case we are going to do one more checking, that is if j equal to L. What is L? L is the length. L is the length of the substring, and while finding the L, the value of L will be 1 2 3 4. There will be 4 characters. Okay, starting from 3 and the value will be then 3. Starting from 0 and the value will be then 0. Okay, that means it is checking if j equal to L. In that case we have to set j again 0. Okay, the reason is that once if we are checking C with C, O with O, M with M, E with E, that means all the characters in the main string and the substring are the same until this value and this value equal to L value, the length of the substring. Okay, if all are same, in that case we are going to do something more. We are having another variable k equal to 1 and j equal to 0. J equal to 0 means we are going to initialize the value j as 0, so that for the next occurrence of the come we can start this value b of j again with the value of b of j as 0 here in this case. I might have been somewhere else. I might have been incremented to 4 or 5 in each loop. It will be incremented, and it might have been gone somewhere here. Okay, and we have one more variable k that is equal to assigned to 0, and we have a count variable, count equal to count plus or plus 1, whatever. That means we are going to have a count of the occurrences of the substring inside the main string. Okay, this is the if condition. And suppose else, in the else case of that condition, if a of I not equal to b of j, in that case if k1 equal to 1, k1 equal to 1, suppose the first characters are the same or the second character also may be same, but one of the character within the substring is not matching with the upcoming strings in the main character, then we have to reset to j1 as 0 and j as 0 and k1 as 0. K1 is already set to 1, that means it is flagging. If we are getting the very first occurrence, then we will set it as to 1 for very first occurrence of the substring and any one of the character in the main string. If the values are equal, then we will set k as 1. But afterwards, while checking, if any one of the other characters are not matching, then we will set k1 to 0. And j also initialized to 0, so that it will come to point to the C, the very first character, and it can go for the checking again with this while loop. So this procedure will be continued till the end of the character, and each time of the occurrence of the loop, this I value will be incremented one by one. So very first occurrence of the while loop, I will be 0, then it will be pointing to C, and at the same time j will be 0 and it will be pointing to this C. These two characters are compared, okay, they are equal. In that case, increment both I and j, and we are going to flag k1, and in the second instance, that is I equal to 1 and j equal to 1, both the characters are same, then again increment I and j. We are going to check m and m, both are same, that is I equal to 2 and j equal to 2. These two characters are checked, and again it is incremented, then it is going to point both these e's. In that case, all the characters are same. And how to find? We are at the end of this cum, that is we have the length L here, L equal to 3, and here we are checking if L equal to 1. In that case, set j equal to 0. We are going to point the substring to the very beginning, and k is set as 1. K is set as 1. K is the one which is used to check for the next checking, and we are going to increment the count, so that we have already set the initial value of count is 0, and here we are going to increment count by 1, so that we have already found one substring inside the main string. And what happens to j? J is set to 0 again, but I will be having its own value. I will be moving to next place. It is checking to C, but these two characters are not matching, so increment only I, not j. Then this P is checked with C. P is checked with C, because we are not going to increment j. J will be the same until we are having the equality between ith character of A and jth character of B string. So it will be keep on moving, and when it is reaching here, if it is comparing, at the time of comparison between this character and this character, both the characters